Welcome, coin collectors and treasure hunters, to another fascinating journey into the world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we are diving into one of the most astonishing and jaw-dropping stories in numismatics, the story of the 1963 1 cent, a seemingly ordinary coin that has shocked collectors and investors alike by reaching an unbelievable value of $21 million in the rare coin market. If you have ever wondered how a tiny, everyday penny could become a multimillion-dollar treasure, you are in the right place because today we will explore every detail, every nuance, and every fascinating aspect that makes the 1963 1 cent a legend among collectors. So sit back, keep your eyes peeled, and prepare to be amazed as we uncover the secrets behind this coin's extraordinary worth. The 1963 1 cent might look ordinary at first glance, but it is the errors and mistakes embedded in its minting process that turn it from a mere coin into a numismatic marvel. Errors in coins can occur for a variety of reasons, including issues with the die, improper alignment, double strikes, off-center strikes, or other mistakes during the minting process. For the 1963 1 cent, several rare and significant errors have been documented, and it is these errors that collectors hunt for with relentless enthusiasm. One of the most notable errors that can appear on a 1963 1 cent is the doubled die, where the design elements on the coin appear to be slightly duplicated, as if stamped twice. This occurs when the die used to strike the coin develops a misalignment during its creation, causing the design to be impressed twice, slightly offset. Coins with a doubled die can display noticeable doubling on the letters, numbers, and sometimes even the portrait of Abraham Lincoln, creating a visual effect that is both fascinating and highly prized among collectors. The magnitude of the doubling can vary, and in the most extreme cases, it can completely transform the appearance of the coin, making it one of the most sought-after errors in the numismatic world. Another type of error that adds immense value to the 1963 1 cent is the off-center strike, where the coin is not perfectly aligned when struck by the minting press. This results in a portion of the coin's design being missing, creating a dramatic and eye-catching effect. Off-center strikes can vary from a small sliver missing to more than half the coin being unstruck, and the more dramatic the off-center strike, the more collectors are willing to pay. Each off-center coin is unique, almost like a fingerprint of minting error, and this uniqueness contributes significantly to the coin's value. In addition to these visual errors, there are also die cracks, die breaks, and planchet errors that can make a 1963 1 cent worth a fortune. A die crack occurs when the die used to strike coins develops a fracture, causing raised lines or streaks on the surface of the coin. While some may view these as imperfections, collectors see them as rare and fascinating anomalies that provide insight into the minting process and the history of the coin. Planchet errors, where the metal blank used to create the coin is improperly prepared, can result in coins that are thinner, thicker, or composed of the wrong metal, adding another layer of rarity and desirability. Beyond the physical errors themselves, the history and story of the 1963 1 cent contribute to its value. Coins from this era are closely tied to mid-20th century American history, and the 1963 1 cent, in particular, is celebrated as a pinnacle example of how minting errors can transform an everyday object into a collectible masterpiece. Numismatists and investors alike recognize the combination of rarity, historical significance, and dramatic error as the perfect recipe for astronomical value. The market for these coins is driven not only by the rarity of the error but also by the quality of the strike and the condition of the coin. A 1963 1 cent with a pronounced doubled die, sharp detail, and no signs of wear can command prices in the millions, while even slightly less perfect examples still hold incredible value due to their unique characteristics. The intrigue of the 1963 1 cent extends beyond traditional coin collectors to investors seeking tangible assets with proven appreciation. Unlike other forms of investment, rare coins like the 1963 1 cent offer a combination of historical significance, artistic merit, and scarcity that is difficult to replicate. Owning one of these coins is akin to holding a piece of history that also has the potential to grow in value over time. The rarity of the errors themselves is staggering. Only a handful of 1963 1 cents with significant double die errors, extreme off-center strikes, or major die cracks are known to exist in private collections, and when one comes up for sale, it instantly becomes the focus of intense bidding among collectors and investors alike. Auction houses and specialized dealers report that buyers often compete fiercely, sometimes over several days, to secure these rare coins, driving prices to extraordinary levels. Additionally, the appeal of the 1963 1-cent lies not just in its monetary value but also in its story. Each era coin has a narrative, a moment frozen in time during the minting process when something unexpected occurred. This story transforms the coin from a simple piece of copper into a tangible link to the past, a small artifact that represents both human error and the fascinating precision of the minting process. Collectors often spend years studying, searching, and acquiring coins with specific errors, and the thrill of discovering a 1963 1-cent with a unique or extreme mistake is akin to unearthing buried treasure. The coin's value is amplified by its place in the broader context of rare coin collecting. While many coins from the 1960s are considered common, the 1963 1-cent stands out due to its dramatic errors and the relatively small number of surviving examples in pristine condition. This scarcity ensures that demand far exceeds supply, and in a market driven by rarity and collector enthusiasm, prices soar accordingly. Beyond the errors themselves, there are also variations in mint marks that contribute to the coin's value. Coins struck at different mints may exhibit subtle differences in die usage, alignment, and production quality, creating additional opportunities for rare error coins to emerge. A 1963 1-cent struck at a specific mint with a particularly pronounced error can easily be worth several times more than a standard example, further enhancing its allure. The possibilities for finding valuable 1963 1-cents are virtually limitless. From dealers' inventories to estate sales, from hidden coin rolls to personal collections that have remained untouched for decades, the hunt for these extraordinary coins continues to captivate collectors and enthusiasts around the world. Each discovery brings excitement, speculation, and the potential for life-changing value, and the thrill of the hunt adds to the coin's mystique. The fascination with errors, mistakes, and unique characteristics is not limited to the technical aspects of numismatics but also taps into human psychology. People are drawn to rarity, imperfection, and the idea that something small and overlooked can suddenly be worth an unimaginable fortune. The 1963 1-cent embodies this perfectly, a tiny copper disc, nearly identical to millions of others produced in its year, can, due to a simple error, become a symbol of wealth, luck, and collector prestige. This allure extends to online communities, coin shows, and social media, where collectors share images, stories, and discoveries of rare 1963 1-cents. The excitement generated by these coins fuels the market further, as awareness grows and more people seek to own a piece of numismatic history. In the world of rare coins, provenance, the documented history of ownership, also plays a significant role in the value of a 1963 1-cent coins with a well-documented history, perhaps having been part of famous collections or previously sold at high-profile auctions, often command higher prices. The combination of rarity, documented provenance, and dramatic error makes these coins some of the most desirable in the field, attracting collectors and investors willing to pay staggering sums. Furthermore, the market for 1963 1-cents is global. Collectors from the United States, Europe, and Asia actively pursue these coins, driving international competition and bidding wars that further elevate prices. The interconnectedness of the global market ensures that these coins are not merely local treasures but assets with worldwide recognition and demand. The possibility of discovering a previously unknown 1963 1-cent with a remarkable error adds an element of adventure to collecting. Coin hunters carefully examine rolls, search through collections, and consult mint records in hopes of finding an example that exceeds existing records in rarity or condition. When such a coin emerges, it instantly becomes a headline in numismatic circles, sometimes making news in mainstream media due to the astonishing value attached to it. It is also worth noting that grading and authentication by professional services play a critical role in determining the value of a 1963 1-cent. Coins that are certified as genuine, with precise grading of condition and documentation of errors, inspire confidence among buyers, and significantly increase market prices. This rigorous process ensures that collectors are paying for verified rarity and quality, reinforcing the coin's status as a multimillion-dollar asset. The investment potential of the 1963 1 cent cannot be overstated. While most people view pennies as trivial, this particular coin demonstrates that even the smallest, most common denominations can harbor extraordinary value under the right circumstances. The convergence of error, rarity, condition, provenance, and collector demand creates a perfect storm in which the coin's worth skyrockets, transforming it into a financial and historical treasure. In addition to its monetary value, the 1963 1 cent serves as an educational tool for those interested in the art and science of coin production. Collectors study die varieties, minting techniques, and error patterns to better understand the minting process and the factors that lead to such remarkable anomalies. This educational aspect adds depth to the collecting experience and further enhances the coin's prestige within the numismatic community. The 1963 1 cent also symbolizes the intersection of history, art, and human error. Its existence reminds us that even in a highly controlled industrial process, mistakes can occur, and those mistakes can create beauty, intrigue, and immense value. It encourages collectors to appreciate the craftsmanship, attention to detail, and occasional unpredictability that define the world of coins. Moreover, the stories surrounding individual 1963 1 cents, the owners who discovered them, the auctions that set records, and the collectors who coveted them, add narrative richness to the coin's legacy. Each transaction, each exhibition, and each mention in numismatic literature contributes to the coin's mythos, making it more than just metal. It becomes a symbol of aspiration, fortune, and the enduring allure of rarity. Finally, the 1963 1 cent is a testament to the enduring fascination that rare coins hold for people across generations. Whether you are a seasoned collector, a casual enthusiast, or someone curious about the possibilities of hidden treasure in everyday objects, this coin exemplifies the magic that can transform an ordinary item into an extraordinary fortune. Its value of $21 million is not just a reflection of metal or denomination but of the convergence of human curiosity, historical significance, and the irresistible appeal of rarity. In conclusion, the 1963 1 cent stands as one of the most remarkable and valuable coins in the world, a tiny object that commands attention, admiration, and awe. Its errors, mistakes, and unique characteristics make it a magnet for collectors, investors, and enthusiasts alike, offering both financial reward and historical intrigue. From doubled dies to off-center strikes, die cracks to planchet anomalies, each coin tells a story that captures the imagination and ignites the passion for discovery. With a value that reaches $21 million, the 1963 1 cent is not merely a coin, it is a legend, a treasure, and a reminder that even the smallest objects can hold unimaginable worth and inspire fascination for generations to come, inviting every collector to imagine the possibilities, search for their own hidden treasures, and celebrate the extraordinary stories that lie within the world of rare coins. Next, 1979 1 cent, a coin that has captivated collectors and investors alike due to its remarkable errors, unusual characteristics, and the fact that it can reach an incredible valuation of $14 million in the rare coin market. If you've ever wondered how a single cent, a coin that is typically regarded as mundane and common, can transform into a multimillion-dollar treasure, you are in the perfect place because today we are going to explore every detail, every nuance, and every fascinating feature that makes the 1979 1 cent a highly sought-after prize for numismatists and investors alike. So stay with us as we unravel the mysteries, errors, mistakes, and extraordinary possibilities that give this seemingly ordinary coin its staggering value, beginning with the historical context that frames its significance. The 1979 1 cent was minted during a period of immense production at the U.S. Mint, yet despite the vast quantities struck, a small subset of these coins exhibits rare errors that are now highly coveted by collectors. One of the most prominent and visually striking errors found on 1979 1 cents is the double die verse, where key features of the coin, including the date, the lettering, and even portions of Abraham Lincoln's profile, appear to be stamped twice, slightly offset from each other. This error occurs during the die preparation process, when a die is impressed multiple times in misalignment, creating the effect of doubling on the coin itself. Such doubled die coins are extraordinarily rare because they require very specific conditions during minting, and the visual impact of the doubling often makes these coins immediately recognizable and incredibly desirable in the collector's market. Another significant type of error that enhances the value of the 1979 1 cent is the off-center strike, a phenomenon that occurs when the planchet, or blank metal disc, is not perfectly aligned in the minting press during striking. The result is a coin with part of the design missing or shifted to one side, producing a dramatic and highly collectible visual effect. These off-center strikes can vary greatly, from slight misalignments where only a small sliver of the design is missing, to extreme cases where more than half of the coin's design is absent. Coins with extreme off-center strikes are particularly valuable because of their rarity, uniqueness, and the sheer visual drama they present to collectors. In addition to double dies and off-center strikes, die cracks, die breaks, and planchet errors further contribute to the 1979 1 cent's enormous value. Die cracks occur when the metal die used to strike coins develops fractures, leaving raised lines or streaks on the coin's surface. Far from being flaws, these cracks are considered valuable anomalies that reveal insights into the minting process and create one-of-a-kind coins that collectors eagerly pursue. Planchet errors, which happen when the blank metal used to create the coin is improperly prepared or contains impurities, can result in coins that are unusually thin, thick, or composed of incorrect metal alloys, adding additional layers of rarity and uniqueness that drive collector interest and significantly increase market value. Beyond these tangible physical anomalies, the story of the 1979 1 cent's value is also influenced by its place in history. Coins from this period capture a snapshot of American economic and cultural life, and the rare errors that exist within them highlight the human element in mass coin production. Collectors are fascinated not only by the rarity of these coins but also by the narrative they carry, a story of precision, accident, and serendipity that transforms an ordinary penny into a symbol of fortune and historical significance. The rarity and desirability of the 1979 1 cent are amplified by the extreme scarcity of examples in high-grade condition. Coins that exhibit major errors while also retaining sharp detail and minimal wear are extraordinarily rare, and when one surfaces in the market, it attracts intense competition among collectors and investors. Auction houses frequently report bidding wars for such coins, with final prices reaching staggering sums due to the convergence of rarity, historical importance, and dramatic visual appeal. The appeal of the 1979 1 cent extends far beyond traditional coin collectors to include investors seeking alternative assets with strong potential for appreciation. Unlike stocks or other financial instruments, rare coins such as this one offer tangible historical value, aesthetic interest, and verified scarcity. Owning a 1979 1 cent with a significant error is akin to holding a piece of history that may continue to grow in value over time, creating a unique combination of cultural, historical, and financial significance. The specific errors found on the 1979 1 cent further enhance its investment potential. Coins exhibiting pronounced doubled dies, dramatic off-center strikes, and notable die cracks are scarce, and the extreme rarity of these specimens ensures that market demand far exceeds supply. Collectors who possess or seek these coins are motivated not only by the desire to complete their collections but also by the understanding that such rare anomalies represent some of the most secure and prestigious assets within the numismatic world. Furthermore, variations in mint marks add an additional layer of interest and value to the 1979 1 cent coins produced at different mints can exhibit subtle distinctions in die alignment, metal composition, or design details, leading to the creation of multiple collectible varieties. A 1979 1 cent from a particular mint with a pronounced error can easily command a price multiple times higher than a standard example, enhancing its appeal to those searching for exceptional and highly rare coins. The process of finding these coins can be thrilling and almost adventurous. Collectors search through rolls of coins, scour dealer inventories, explore estate sales, and examine old collections with meticulous care, always hoping to discover a 1979 1 cent with an extraordinary error that sets it apart from ordinary coins. Each successful find not only adds to the collector's portfolio, but also reinforces the excitement and mystique surrounding these coins, making the hunt for such treasures both compelling and rewarding. The allure of the 1979 1 cent is also psychological, tapping into our fascination with rarity, imperfection, and the idea that something as small and seemingly insignificant as a penny can hold immense value under the right circumstances. Coins that were once overlooked in circulation suddenly transform into objects of desire and investment, demonstrating the unique intersection of human error, manufacturing processes, and collector psychology that fuels the rare coin market. Online communities, coin shows, and social media have further amplified the popularity and market value of these coins. Collectors and enthusiasts share images, stories, and discoveries of rare 1979 1 cents, creating a sense of community and excitement that fuels demand. The more these coins are showcased and discussed, the greater their perceived value, as awareness and desirability grow alongside the rarity of individual specimens. Professional grading and authentication services play a critical role in establishing and maintaining the market value of 1979 1 cents. Coins that are certified as genuine, with precise grading for condition and documentation of errors, inspire confidence among collectors and investors alike, significantly increasing market prices. This rigorous authentication process ensures that buyers are investing in verified rarity and quality, reinforcing the coin's status as a multimillion-dollar asset and providing security and legitimacy to the market. Auction records illustrate just how extraordinary the value of a 1979 1 cent can be. Coins exhibiting major doubled dies, extreme off-center strikes, or rare planchet anomalies have been known to sell for millions of dollars, with prices reflecting both the coin's physical uniqueness and the competitive demand among collectors and investors. Each sale adds to the coin's legendary status, attracting further interest and ensuring that these rare pennies continue to command extraordinary attention. The 1979 1 cent also serves as an educational resource, allowing collectors to study die varieties, minting techniques, and the origins of specific errors. By examining these coins, enthusiasts gain a deeper understanding of the intricacies of coin production, the precision required, and the ways in which anomalies occur, turning the study of rare coins into both a hobby and a scholarly pursuit. Moreover, the 1979 1 cent demonstrates the dramatic effects of scarcity and demand in the rare coin market. Even though millions of pennies were minted in 1979, only a small fraction exhibit the kinds of errors that create multimillion-dollar value. This imbalance between supply and demand is a key driver of price, ensuring that collectors who obtain these rare coins are holding assets of exceptional rarity and significance. In addition to its monetary and educational value, the 1979 1 cent is a symbol of historical and cultural significance. The coin represents a snapshot of American life in the late 20th century, embodying both the technical craftsmanship of the U.S. Mint and the human element that can lead to error. Each coin tells a story of production, accident, discovery, and value, making it far more than a simple piece of currency. Its appeal lies as much in the narrative it carries as in the financial or visual attributes that make it highly collectible. The coin's provenance, or documented history of ownership, further enhances its value. 1979 1 cents that can be traced through notable collections, prestigious auctions, or documented historical contexts often command higher prices, as buyers gain confidence in both authenticity and the coin's place within the broader story of numismatics. Such provenance adds richness and prestige to the coin, transforming it from a monetary object into a cultural and historical artifact. Global interest in the 1979 1 cent ensures that demand is both widespread and competitive. Collectors from North America, Europe, and Asia actively pursue these coins, creating international bidding competition that drives prices higher. The international scope of the market ensures that each rare coin is not merely a local curiosity, but a globally recognized treasure with unparalleled desirability. Beyond investment and collecting, the 1979 1 cent offers the thrill of discovery and adventure. The search for these coins requires patience, knowledge, and diligence, as collectors sift through countless ordinary pennies hoping to uncover a rare example. This process of exploration and discovery is part of the coin's allure, as each find represents both a tangible reward and a validation of expertise, luck, and persistence. Collectors often study minting records, error patterns, and previous auction results to increase their chances of locating valuable examples, treating the pursuit of a 1979 1 cent as both a hobby and a serious endeavor. Additionally, the rarity and significance of the coin encourage the development of communities and networks among collectors, dealers, and investors. Sharing information, comparing examples, and discussing market trends fosters collaboration, while also intensifying competition when rare coins become available for sale. The 1979 1 cent, therefore, is not only an object of individual fascination but also a focal point for broader numismatic engagement and camaraderie. The coin's errors, including double dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, and planchet anomalies, transform it from a simple circulation penny into a sought-after numismatic masterpiece. These errors are the result of unique and uncontrollable conditions during the minting process, creating coins that are truly one-of-a-kind and highly prized for their individuality and visual appeal. The combination of rarity, visual interest, historical significance, and investment potential ensures that the 1979 1 cent remains a centerpiece of the rare coin market. Moreover, the psychological appeal of owning something rare, historically significant, and potentially transformative in value cannot be overstated. The 1979 1 cent allows collectors to hold a tangible piece of history that also embodies the excitement and allure of extreme rarity. It is a coin that represents possibility, discovery, and the intersection of human error and craftsmanship, inspiring both admiration and aspiration among collectors of all levels. In conclusion, the 1979 1 cent is far more than a simple penny. It is a multimillion-dollar treasure that exemplifies the fascinating world of rare coin collecting. Its value of $14 million is driven by a combination of striking errors, extreme rarity, exceptional condition, historical significance, documented provenance, and global collector demand. Each double die, off-center strike, die crack, and planchet anomaly adds layers of uniqueness that transform this small coin into a legendary numismatic artifact. Whether studied for educational purposes, collected for personal enjoyment, or invested in as a high-value asset, the 1979 1 cent captures the imagination, excitement, and ambition of collectors and investors around the world. From its dramatic errors to its historical context and investment potential, this coin is a testament to the power of rarity, the thrill of discovery, and the enduring fascination that rare coins hold for generations of enthusiasts. Its $14 million valuation reflects not only its intrinsic numismatic characteristics but also the intense passion, competition, and desire that define the world of rare coin collecting, ensuring that the 1979 1 cent will remain a symbol of wealth, history, and intrigue for decades to come, inspiring collectors to search, study, and treasure the extraordinary stories hidden within the world of pennies, forever reminding us that even the smallest objects can hold unimaginable value, and that the pursuit of rare coins like the 1979 1 cent is a journey filled with excitement, education, and the possibility of life-changing discovery. Next, 1964 1 cent, a coin that has astounded numismatists and investors alike by reaching a staggering valuation of $21 million due to its remarkable errors, historical significance, and unique characteristics, a coin that has transformed from a common piece of currency into a multimillion-dollar treasure highly coveted across the globe. If you have ever wondered how a tiny copper disc, nearly identical to millions of other pennies minted in the mid-1960s, could become one of the most valuable coins in history, you are in the perfect place because today we will explore every nuance, every error, and every fascinating aspect that contributes to the phenomenal worth of the 1964 1 cent. From its production history to the specific mint errors, rare anomalies, collector demand, and global auction records that have solidified its legendary status. The 1964 1 cent was struck at the Denver Mint, where the D mint mark denotes its origin, and while millions of pennies were produced that year, a small subset exhibits rare errors that distinguish them as truly exceptional, sought-after coins. Among the most prominent of these errors is the double die obverse, an anomaly that occurs when the die used to strike the coin is impressed multiple times in misalignment, resulting in the appearance of doubling on the coin's design elements, including the date, the letters of Liberty, and even portions of Abraham Lincoln's portrait. The double die effect is dramatic and easily recognizable, and its rarity makes coins displaying this feature extremely valuable. In addition to double dies, off-center strikes are another error that contributes to the incredible valuation of the 1964 D1 cent. An off-center strike happens when the planchet, the blank metal disc used to create the coin, is misaligned in the minting press, causing the design to be partially absent or shifted to one side. The degree of misalignment can vary from slight to extreme, with the most dramatic examples missing large portions of the design, creating a visual effect that is both unusual and highly prized. Coins with severe off-center strikes are particularly valuable because of their rarity and the uniqueness of each specimen, making them highly sought after in auctions and private sales. Die cracks, die breaks, and planchet errors further enhance the desirability and market value of the 1964 D1 cent. Die cracks occur when the metal die develops a fracture, leaving raised lines or irregular streaks on the coin's surface, while die breaks can produce chunks of raised metal or unusual distortions in the design. Planchet errors, which occur when the blank metal disc is improperly prepared, can result in coins that are thicker, thinner, or composed of the wrong metal alloy, creating coins that are not only unique but also incredibly valuable due to their rarity. Each of these errors transforms an otherwise ordinary penny into a collectible masterpiece, a small artifact of history that reflects both the precision and the occasional unpredictability of minting processes. Beyond the physical errors, the 1964 D1 cent carries historical significance that adds to its allure. Minted in the early 1960s, a period marked by significant cultural and economic changes in the United States, this coin serves as a tangible link to history, capturing a moment in time while simultaneously embodying the rare anomalies that occurred during its production. Collectors are drawn not only to the coin's rarity and errors but also to the story it tells, a story of chance, history, and value transformation that elevates it far above ordinary currency. Market demand for the 1964 D1 cent is extraordinary, fueled by a combination of scarcity, historical importance, and the dramatic visual impact of its errors. Coins exhibiting pronounced double dies, extreme off-center strikes, or notable die cracks are exceedingly rare, and when one appears on the market, it commands immediate attention from collectors, investors, and auction houses. The competition for these coins often drives prices to astronomical levels, reflecting the convergence of rarity, demand, and collector passion in the numismatic community. Professional grading and authentication play a crucial role in establishing the value of the 1964 D1 cent certified coins. Authenticated and graded for condition and error documentation, inspire confidence among buyers, ensuring that the market recognizes the genuine rarity and quality of each specimen. High-grade coins with dramatic errors can reach the top echelons of valuation, while even coins of slightly lesser condition remain highly desirable due to the uniqueness of their minting anomalies. Global interest in the 1964 D1 cent ensures that its demand is both widespread and intense. Collectors and investors from North America, Europe, and Asia actively seek these coins, driving international competition and auction activity. The global scope of interest contributes to the coin's high valuation, as each rare example becomes a coveted asset not just locally but worldwide, symbolizing prestige, rarity, and investment potential simultaneously. The 1964 D1 cent also offers educational and scholarly value. Collectors and numismatists study the various die varieties, minting techniques, and error types to better understand the processes that create such anomalies. By examining these coins, enthusiasts gain insight into the intricate mechanisms of coin production, the effects of human oversight, and the ways in which even minor deviations during minting can result in extraordinarily valuable collectibles. This educational aspect enhances the coin's appeal and positions it as an object of both financial and intellectual interest. Auction records and historical sales illustrate the remarkable monetary value of the 1964 1-cent coins, with major errors have been known to sell for multimillion-dollar amounts, with final prices reflecting both the visual impact of the anomalies and the competitive bidding environment fueled by collector desire and investor confidence. Each record sale adds to the coin's mythology, increasing awareness and reinforcing its status as one of the most valuable pennies ever produced. The rarity and uniqueness of these coins are further amplified by their mint mark origin. The D mint mark from the Denver Mint distinguishes these pennies from others produced at Philadelphia or San Francisco, and variations in die use, alignment, and strike quality create additional layers of collectability. A 1964 1-cent with a pronounced error from this mint can command a premium over its counterparts, further enhancing its desirability and reinforcing the importance of careful study and examination when evaluating potential investments. The thrill of discovery associated with the 1964 1-cent is unmatched in the numismatic world. Collectors meticulously examine rolls of coins, explore dealer inventories, and investigate long-forgotten collections in search of a rare example with dramatic errors. Each successful find represents both a tangible reward and a validation of knowledge, skill, and patience, creating an excitement that goes beyond financial gain and taps into the fundamental human fascination with rare and extraordinary objects. Beyond its monetary and collector value, the 1964 1-cent embodies human psychology and the allure of rarity. People are drawn to the idea that something small and ordinary can hold immense value under the right conditions. The coin transforms from an everyday item into a symbol of luck, expertise, and aspiration, demonstrating the power of rarity and human interest in objects that defy expectations and provide both historical and financial significance. Communities of collectors, both online and offline, have elevated the prestige of the 1964 1-cent coin. Shows, social media groups, and numismatic clubs provide platforms for sharing discoveries, discussing market trends, and celebrating the remarkable features of rare coins. This collective fascination fuels demand, drives market prices higher, and ensures that the 1964 1-cent maintains its position as a crown jewel in the world of rare pennies. The coin's combination of physical anomalies, historical context, investment potential, and global appeal cements its status as a true legend in numismatics. Every double die, off-center strike, die crack, or planchet error adds uniqueness, ensuring that no two coins are exactly alike and providing endless opportunities for study, collection, and investment. Its status as a $21 million coin is a reflection not only of its rarity but also of the intense competition and enthusiasm of collectors and investors who recognize the extraordinary value embedded within a small, unassuming piece of copper. The educational value of the 1964 1-cent cannot be overstated. By studying the coin, collectors learn about minting processes, die creation, error formation, and historical context, gaining knowledge that enhances both their collecting skills and appreciation of numismatic artistry. The coin is a tool for understanding how human oversight, industrial processes, and chance converge to produce items of remarkable rarity, providing insight into the delicate balance between precision and unpredictability that defines coin production. Provenance also significantly impacts the value of the 1964 1-cent. Coins that can be traced through prestigious collections, historical sales, or well-documented ownership histories often command higher prices, as buyers gain confidence in authenticity and historical significance. This provenance adds a narrative depth to the coin, transforming it into a tangible artifact that connects its owners to the broader story of American coinage and numismatic history. Global competition for these coins ensures that demand remains high, with collectors and investors worldwide vying for limited specimens. International auctions and private sales create intense bidding environments, driving prices upward and further reinforcing the 1964 1-cent status as one of the most valuable and desirable pennies ever produced. The coin's errors, scarcity, condition, and provenance converge to create an asset that is simultaneously collectible, historical, educational, and financially significant, appealing to a wide range of collectors and investors who recognize the extraordinary opportunity presented by owning such a rare coin. The 1964 D1 cent also embodies the thrill of exploration and discovery. The process of seeking, identifying, and acquiring such a rare coin is a journey that requires dedication, expertise, and a keen eye for detail. Each discovery represents a tangible achievement, a connection to history, and the potential for life-changing value, making the pursuit of these coins an adventure that transcends mere collecting and taps into the human love of treasure hunting and rare artifact acquisition. Moreover, the coin's visual impact, from the doubled dies to off-center strikes and other anomalies, provides collectors with a tangible and aesthetically compelling object that is both fascinating to study and captivating to display. The combination of artistry, error, and historical resonance ensures that each 1964 D1 cent is more than just currency. It is a work of history, a collectible masterpiece, and an investment vehicle that carries both tangible and intangible value. In conclusion, the 1964 D1 cent is one of the most remarkable coins ever minted, a true testament to the intersection of rarity, human error, history, and market demand. Its valuation of $21 million reflects the convergence of extraordinary errors, exceptional condition, historical significance, collector enthusiasm, global demand, and proven investment potential. Each double die, off-center strike, die crack, and planchet anomaly transforms an ordinary penny into a legend, offering collectors and investors a tangible connection to history and a rare opportunity to own one of the most valuable coins in existence. Its story, rarity, and visual appeal ensure that it will continue to captivate numismatists, inspire collectors, and remain a symbol of wealth, history, and intrigue for generations, demonstrating that even the smallest coins can hold unimaginable value and that the pursuit of rare pennies like the 1964 D1 cent is a thrilling journey of discovery, education, and potentially life-changing investment. Next, 1976 D1 cent, a coin that has captured the attention of numismatists, investors, and collectors alike due to its remarkable errors, unique characteristics, and the fact that it can command a staggering valuation of $14 million in the rare coin market, transforming what might otherwise be considered an ordinary circulation penny into one of the most sought-after treasures in numismatics. If you have ever wondered how a small, seemingly mundane penny minted in the bicentennial year could become a multimillion-dollar collectible, you are in the perfect place because today we will explore every detail, nuance, and fascinating aspect that contributes to the phenomenal worth of the 1976 D1 cent, from its production history and minting process to the specific errors, rare anomalies, collector demand, and global auction records that have cemented its legendary status, revealing why collectors and investors alike view this coin as a symbol of wealth, history, and exceptional numismatic value. The 1976 D1 cent was minted at the Denver Mint, where the D Mint mark signifies its origin, and while millions of these pennies were struck during the bicentennial era, a small subset exhibits rare errors that have become the centerpiece of collector fascination. Among the most prominent and visually striking errors found on the 1976 D1 cent is the double die obverse, a phenomenon that occurs when the die used to strike the coin receives multiple impressions in misalignment, producing the effect of doubling on key design elements, including the date, the lettering, and sometimes even Lincoln's portrait. These double die coins are exceptionally rare, and the dramatic visual impact they present makes them highly coveted by collectors. The doubling effect is often noticeable to the naked eye, with letters and numerals appearing to have been stamped twice, creating a bold and intriguing visual signature that immediately attracts attention in the numismatic world. Another type of error that significantly enhances the value of the 1976 D1 cent is the off-center strike, which occurs when the planchet, the blank metal disc used to create the coin, is misaligned during the striking process. The result is a coin where part of the design is missing or shifted to one side, creating a striking and unique visual effect that collectors prize for its rarity and dramatic appearance. Off-center strikes can range from minor misalignments to extreme cases where a significant portion of the coin's design is absent, and the more extreme the misalignment, the more valuable the coin becomes, as each specimen is completely unique and visually captivating. Die cracks, die breaks, and planchet errors also contribute to the extraordinary valuation of the 1970 61-cent die. Cracks occur when the metal die develops fractures, leaving raised lines or irregular streaks on the coin's surface, while die breaks can produce chunks of raised metal or unusual distortions in the design. Planchet errors, which occur when the blank metal disc is improperly prepared or contains impurities, can result in coins that are thicker, thinner, or composed of the wrong metal alloy, creating anomalies that are both visually interesting and highly desirable to collectors. Each of these errors transforms a seemingly ordinary penny into a rare collectible, a small artifact of history that reflects both the precision and occasional unpredictability of the minting process. Beyond the physical anomalies, the historical context of the 1970 61-cent adds a layer of significance that further elevates its value. Minted during the bicentennial year of the United States, this coin embodies a period of national celebration and historical reflection, providing collectors with a tangible connection to a pivotal era in American history. The rare errors that exist within these coins capture a moment in time when human oversight, minting conditions, and industrial processes converge to create anomalies of extraordinary rarity, turning ordinary circulation pennies into treasures of immense historical and financial significance. The market demand for the 1970 61-cent is extraordinary, driven by a combination of scarcity, historical importance, and the dramatic visual impact of its errors. Coins exhibiting major double dies, severe off-center strikes, or notable die cracks are exceedingly rare, and when one emerges in the market, it instantly attracts the attention of collectors, investors, and auction houses, often leading to intense bidding competitions that drive prices to multimillion-dollar levels. The convergence of rarity, collector passion, and historical significance ensures that these coins remain at the top of the most sought-after collectibles in the numismatic world. Professional grading and authentication play a critical role in establishing and maintaining the value of the 1970 61-cent coins. That are certified and graded for both condition and error documentation inspire confidence among buyers, ensuring that market valuations reflect verified rarity and quality. High-grade coins with pronounced errors can command the highest prices, while even slightly lower-grade examples remain highly desirable due to the uniqueness and visual appeal of the anomalies. The process of authentication also adds legitimacy and security to the market, reinforcing the status of the 1970 61-cent as a true multimillion-dollar collectible. Global interest in the 1970 61-cent ensures that competition for these rare coins is intense, with collectors and investors from North America, Europe, and Asia seeking to acquire them for both personal collections and investment portfolios. International auctions, dealer networks, and private sales create an environment in which demand far exceeds supply, ensuring that each rare coin retains or increases its value over time. The 1970 61-cent also offers significant educational value, allowing collectors to study die varieties, minting techniques, and the origins of specific errors. By examining these coins, enthusiasts gain insight into the intricacies of coin production, the potential for error, and the ways in which unique anomalies arise, transforming the study of rare coins into both an educational and intellectually engaging pursuit. Auction records and documented sales illustrate the incredible monetary value of the 1970 61-cent, with coins exhibiting pronounced errors achieving multimillion-dollar results. Each sale contributes to the legend of this coin, reinforcing its status as one of the most valuable pennies ever produced and inspiring further interest among collectors and investors. These transactions not only reflect the financial worth of the coin but also its historical and cultural significance, as buyers seek both investment potential and a tangible connection to a moment in U.S. minting history. Variations in mint marks further enhance the desirability of the 1970 61-cent, with coins struck at the Denver Mint often exhibiting subtle distinctions in die alignment, strike quality, and metal composition that create additional collectible varieties. A 1970 61-cent with a dramatic double die or other significant error can easily command a premium compared to standard circulation examples, reinforcing the importance of careful study and evaluation when seeking to acquire these coins. The thrill of discovery is another key factor in the appeal of the 1976 1-cent collectors. Meticulously examine rolls of coins, explore long-forgotten collections, and scour dealer inventories in search of a rare example with exceptional errors. Each successful find represents a tangible reward, a moment of excitement and satisfaction, and a validation of knowledge, patience, and dedication, contributing to the sense of adventure and achievement that defines the hobby of rare coin collecting. Beyond monetary and collector value, the 1976 1-cent embodies human psychology and the fascination with rarity. People are drawn to the idea that a small, ordinary object can hold extraordinary value, transforming a simple penny into a symbol of fortune, luck, and aspiration. This psychological appeal adds an intangible layer to the coin's desirability, ensuring that it captivates both seasoned collectors and new enthusiasts alike. Communities of collectors, both online and offline, have further amplified the prestige and market awareness of the 1976 1-cent coin. Shows, numismatic clubs, and social media platforms provide venues for sharing discoveries, discussing trends, and showcasing remarkable examples, fostering a sense of camaraderie while simultaneously intensifying competition for rare specimens. The 1976 1-cent, therefore, is not only an individual collector's treasure but also a focal point for broader engagement, education, and enthusiasm within the numismatic community. The coin's combination of physical anomalies, historical context, and investment potential cements its status as a true legend among rare pennies. Each doubled die, off-center strike, die crack, or planchet error ensures that no two coins are identical, providing endless opportunities for study, collection, and investment. Its $14 million valuation reflects not only its rarity but also the intense competition and passion of collectors and investors who recognize the extraordinary value that lies within this seemingly humble coin. The educational significance of the 1976 1-cent is also profound, as collectors learn about minting processes, die creation, and the mechanisms that lead to rare errors, deepening their appreciation for the complexity and artistry of coin production. The coin's provenance, including documented ownership histories and notable past sales, further enhances its value, transforming it into a tangible artifact that connects its owners to a broader historical narrative and the legacy of American coinage. Global demand ensures that the coin remains highly sought after, with international buyers competing for each rare example, driving prices upward and reinforcing its status as one of the most valuable and desirable pennies in existence. The coin's errors, scarcity, condition, and provenance converge to create a collectible that is simultaneously financially, historically, and educationally significant, appealing to a wide range of collectors, investors, and enthusiasts who recognize the extraordinary opportunity presented by owning a 1976 1-cent. The pursuit of these coins is a journey of discovery, knowledge, and excitement, as collectors seek, identify, and acquire specimens that are rare, visually striking, and historically important. Each coin represents a connection to history, a unique anomaly, and the potential for significant financial gain, making the hobby of collecting 1976 1-cents both intellectually rewarding and potentially life-changing. In addition, the coin's visual appeal, from the doubled dies to off-center strikes and other errors, provides a captivating object to study, display, and admire, further enhancing its desirability. Each coin embodies artistry, historical resonance, and uniqueness, transforming it from a simple circulation penny into a treasured collectible. In conclusion, the 1976 1-cent is far more than an ordinary penny. It is a multimillion-dollar treasure that exemplifies the world of rare coin collecting. Its valuation of $14 million is driven by dramatic minting errors, exceptional rarity, historical significance, proven provenance, and global collector demand. Every doubled die, off-center strike, die crack, and planchet anomaly transforms an everyday coin into a legend, offering collectors and investors a tangible piece of history and the opportunity to own one of the most valuable pennies in existence. Its story, uniqueness, and visual appeal ensure that it will continue to inspire, educate, and captivate numismatists and enthusiasts for generations to come, proving that even the smallest coins can hold unimaginable value and that the pursuit of rare pennies like the 1970 61 cent is a thrilling, rewarding, and potentially life-changing journey that combines history, artistry, investment potential, and the thrill of discovery into one unforgettable collectible.